welcome back to Undeniable Truth Podcast. It's your girl Els here, and we're on for another new episode. Now, I hope everybody did tune in to Secret and Lies, the first episode of season 2, part 1 and part 2. I got a lot of feedback, but I'm still waiting for more. So listen, stop being shy. Leave me a message, DM me. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you didn't like. I don't care. But now we're on for a new episode with two amazing females that I want you guys to meet. Tamoya Morgan and Donnell Allen. Hey, y'all. Two friends of mine. Tamoya is an executive assistant for an amazing company, but also one of the newest lash techs on the scene. And then you have Donnell A., who is the esthetician license out here, also new on the scene. And we came on today because I wanted to continue the episode on Secret and Lies, but this is not the Secret and Lies only. I wanted to hear from women that have went through similar situations or actually the same, and really talk about what's the aftermath that nobody talks about. People just think you're supposed to up and, you know, forget about the person, forget about the situation, move on. But I've realized that you really have to think about, where did you go wrong in the situation? Because it was two of you. Yes, that person fucked up. Yes, that person was like, oh, you know, I did this, so what? Yeah, but where do we go wrong as women? What red flags did we not follow and see? You know what I mean? So I want to hear from you guys. So who we starting with first? Who telling their little tip tapper story? Someone you gonna tell me? Go ahead, tell me, because me and her talk. So I know I already kind of know the story. I just need y'all to know the story. But yeah, Tamoya, go ahead.
Okay, so we could start off with the underlying importance of love bombing. So,
Lord.
a lot of people, we hear the word, it's such a simple word, but it's so deep. And when it's happening to you, especially when you've been through a traumatic experience or a previous experience that broke your heart or put you through a turmoil, and then you end up in a new relationship and that person is now giving you everything that you wanted. They're charismatic, doing everything, just overpouring it all onto you, and you just feel like, oh my God, I met my Prince Charming. Like this is too, like, God, is this from you?
Right.
Like,
feeling like, you know, one of them TV shows.
You know, we've been doing the Sierra prayer here, so it's like, Lord, is this happening?
Hold on now, wait a minute. We still don't really know that Sierra prayer. Y'all.
We don't know, but I thought I did at one point, you know. And listen, I was
you did the Tamoya prayer, and then she started praise dancing. Why she frying like she ain't praise dance?
But yeah, love bombing is one of the main things that I feel as women we don't really pay attention to. We kind of like, because rightfully a man is supposed to provide, profess, and protect, right?
Correct.
And they're supposed to cater to the woman. So when the man does that, rightfully we accept it because that's what's supposed to happen. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times when these men do certain things like that, it's not necessarily genuine.
Nope.
And there's a underlying intentions behind it. So in the dating world, it's scary.
Listen, it's beyond scary. I don't know about you guys. Like, my situation happened and I literally just got out of it like 3 months ago. Literally, it's been 3 months. So can you think like 3 months of getting out of this, you're supposed to just be like, hey, okay, I'm moving on with my life. But I'm going to be honest with you, because I'm very honest. I literally can say 2 days ago, I was down and out, because I'm not thinking about the person and missing the person. I'm thinking about the bullshit the person put me through, and the fact that I have to literally carry on and act like nothing happened. But in all actuality, it fucks with me, because now the next person that I date, the next person I want to talk to, I'm so on guard that I might run them away. So what are you supposed to do in this? You know what I'm saying? You feel like love bombing got you. What do you feel like when you experienced it? Like, what was the biggest thing that, you know, like, that stuck out to you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, to me, it was like self-sabotage, like dealing with like my ex in the past. He had put me through so much, you know, so much. Like, I seen him do a lot. And I just didn't know what to do
during the time.
Yeah,
of like everything
during the
happening?
time of everything happening. I didn't know how to approach him and, you know, let him know how I felt about what he was doing, you know. It was just a lot, you know.
How do you feel now? Like, how long ago was your relationship?
It was 5 years ago.
Do you feel
Yeah.
like it still
It
affects
still
you?
affect me now with my relationship that I have now. Yeah,
Wow.
it really do.
So can I ask, like, literally the person that you're with now, they know obviously what has happened.
Yes, they do.
How was it explaining it to him? Did you feel like he changed a little bit to make you feel like you had to be on guard when you explain the situation? Because that's another thing I have a problem with. Like,
Mhm.
obviously, and I say this, everybody, if they watch the show or hear it, they're gonna see like this and know
Right.
that I went through something. And I feel like that's what I get scared of too. Because it's like kind of like I'm in the limelight a little bit. And I get scared of that. So do you feel like when you explained it to your man now, did his attitude kind of shift? Did he feel like he had to say something to make you feel secure? Did he make you feel unsecure? Like, how do you feel like it kind of drifted you with him?
So right now he makes me feel like secured.
Right.
Like, he understand whatever I went through in the past. Now he understands.
It took
Before,
time.
yeah, it took time. He didn't understand before,
Okay.
but now he understands, and he's like supportive of whatever I went through in my past
Right.
till now. So, he's there.
Okay.
Hmm.
And Samoya, how do you feel? Like, are you in the dating scene right now? Like, from your situation, did you go through the same thing I went through, or was it similar? Because obviously, just to recall, guys, I found out that my ex I was with for a year was married and he cheated on me with 2 additional women. Now, to anybody else, I don't know how they take that. To me, that was the most heartbreaking thing because I'm not going to deal with any married man. I want you to be for me, not for no one else. But to find out you was also still dealing with 2 other women, so you cheated on your wife double, triple the amount, and you've probably been doing this for years. Was it the same thing for the both of you?
Um, for me, it was more of my narcissist experience was with a coworker.
Oh, bitch, excuse me. You don't shit where you eat.
I
We don't do that, y'all. We don't shit where we eat.
and I fought hard to not fall into that journey, that experience.
But it's hard,
And
especially that's where
what
you are all the
happened
time.
was he extended himself in such a way that even at work we would communicate, out of work so we were in the corporate world. Corporate world it's a different experience,
It's
right?
fakey.
It's flaky, it's different, it's fake. Being African American in the corporate world, it puts you in a
Ooh.
different zone.
That
So
episode will be coming soon. Please stand by.
we clung. I kind of like, you know guided myself to him because it was like, okay, you're African American too, you're an African American man, and we're in a corporate world where it's not much African American people here. The job is stressful. We can't really talk to anybody in here like that because you don't know who to trust. Why not trust each other? Why not communicate with each other? Like, we don't have no one else. So from there, the communication came in. We started communicating over the phone, late nights, staying on the phone for 2 hours, 3 hours and talking. I'm letting him know things I've been through. He's letting me know things he's been through. We hold in 5 year, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and all these type of conversations. And he was just very charismatic and charming, and just the whole, all the way, had a great voice, tone, tall, the whole full image that every woman would be like, nice teeth, good breath, the whole full works. But in the end, he was a whole complete narcissist. And I never
It's a mask.
experienced a narcissist. And it's crazy that I
mask.
experienced that in my workplace, which, yes, you're not supposed to mix pleasure with business. So not only was I going through that, but now I'm going through it with a person that I was vulnerable with. I opened up. I let you in my home. You're around me. You got a essence of me differently, that it was just like, I've cried to you. I've told you things I've been through, and you was there through all my little breakdowns and emotional flashbacks of talking about things and revisiting our past, and you literally played me. And when I say he played me, it was more of like, how do you go from knowing someone to just the next day you don't know them?
But that's the thing. You never really knew them. That was a mask.
And it's
That was a mask.
crazy. And they will make you feel like it's you. You
Um,
are the problem.
yes. The manipulation, the attitude of a narcissist, they do make you feel like it's you, but it's actually an insecurity with themselves, which we all know. And it's something that a lot of people say. I'm sorry, I'm in therapy, so I've been in therapy for years, y'all. Please don't be judging me out there. It's something, and I've learned this because it's something that stems from their childhood. It could be something from that they see with their parents, their mother, their father, whatever it may be, and it just continued on as they get older and they know what to do. And sometimes they don't even notice what they're doing. They're so used to believing the lies that it's just a what? What are you talking about? They literally don't be knowing. And it's just like, bro, to me, that's mental.
Right.
So you're mentally fucked to now go mentally fuck somebody else. But a lot of people don't realize that it gets so bad that some people have nervous breakdowns. Some women I've known to have nervous breakdowns. My sister was an example of that. So I could say that. Some people, and I'll tell that story in a minute, but people don't realize like you really are fucking with somebody. Not everybody's always strong and not everybody can just get up. And what makes it worse is when you have kids involved. So were the guys that you were dating prior, did they ever meet your kids? Because both these women are also moms to boys. So all three of us are moms to boys. I'm not saying boys are better than girls, but did they ever be around your kids?
Yes.
Yes. When you say around, well, no, it is what it is. There's no going around it. Yeah.
Like have that little family
There's no
time.
going
Like
around.
if you in the house and your baby in the house, or going out and doing things together. Because I had that.
He happened to be over, and my son was up and happened to like seeing someone, because rightfully I don't allow no man to be around my kid, right? So even when he did what he did, that impact, it hurt me to the core even more, because my child kind of glimpsed you, and that was also a form of vulnerability for me
you.
that it hurt. So yeah, thank God it wasn't anything where he like sat and was like, oh, I'm mommy's boyfriend or anything. Like there was no interaction in that manner, but my son had an idea that mommy had
Somebody. Yeah, because your son is older too. What about for you?
Yeah, me too. I've been through the same situation where my ex like met my son and he was around my son at the time, and I feel like whatever I've been through with my ex,
Yeah.
um it oh my God. It's just
Please.
too much
If you don't
right
want to
now.
listen, you
Yeah,
don't got to
it's
go
just
for
too much.
detail, but how long were you with yours?
A long time. A long time. So it's like kind of emotional for me. So
I get it.
yeah.
I get it. So being that we've all kind of been through a similar situation, we've been through the same thing is with the narcissistic attitude, the manipulation, the love bombing. Have you cut all ties?
Yes.
After I slept with him one more time, I'm gonna be honest.
Bitch, bye.
I'm a
At least Toboy is keeping it a buck.
back.
Wow. All right.
I had one more last oomph in me, and we got oomph, and it was just like after the oomph was done, it was just like, all right, I had that little itch. Bye. Like,
So to you, was it that serious with him? Do you feel like you loved him?
no, I was on the verge of falling into him, in love with him.
With you loved because you was with him for a minute.
I was on the verge. You was in love.
Yeah.
I think it's yes. I was full blown like this is my person. My person had a good head on his shoulder. He had an education. He had a job. He had kids, and he already understood. That's what I thought. And then for it to all happen, it was just like, nah, this can't be fucking real right now. That can't be fucking real. But I will say this, as women, like I was saying, my sister also went through something very similar. My sister dated somebody my sister was in her early 20s when she dated the person, and she wasn't even living here. This was in Jamaica, guys. So like, it was something that I know for a fact that this man, and I hate to put my sister, because God rest her soul, she is not alive, but to put her business out there, but this man took money from her, stole from her, loved bomb her, everything, and stole from her. I was young. So for me to know and remember the story, it's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, this is not something I want to remember, but I feel like I should have probably thought of that when I was going through my stuff. Like, you know, the manipulation, the certain things that men can say to you. But I could tell you this, as a woman now, even though it's only been 3 months for me, I knew when to walk away from something. Most women don't. Most women continue to let men talk to them, gaslight them, because that is the biggest word nowadays, is the gaslighting. And they stay in it because these men love bomb them. And then they're like, oh my God, no, we're cool now. We're good. We're this, we're that. And it's just like, girl, what? I just seen him on a corner with Quanisha. What you talk about? I don't know what you talk about. And I seen him the other day with Candace. Yup. I saw him with Candace, girl, lip locking. Slob it on that oven or whatever. Sorry, I definitely don't mean it like that. But my point is, like, you know, a lot of girls, and I'm guilty to say I'm one of the girls that would sit here and be like, you're dumb. Why are you still in this situation? But sometimes people don't know how to get out of it. And thankfully, in our situations, I know for me, mine wasn't in anything abusive wise. No, not like that. He wasn't that type of person. But it is a form of abuse. It's mental abuse to go through something like this. It's secrets, it's lies, it's everything. But some women don't see the difference. At least we were able to walk away. And the whole point of these episodes, being the first one and now this one, is to show that you can walk away from something. Know your worth. Love yourself more than you love these men. If you have kids, don't put your kids in the middle. Obviously, I have regrets that my son met this person, but I know for you, you may have regrets, Donnell.
Yes.
We all have regrets, but it's more of, hey guys, this is not what it is that it needs to be moving forward. Walk away. The first red flag you see, that is the indication. Don't wait. Don't be like me, like, no, I always cut them off. Don't do it. How about you guys? Like, what's a piece of advice that you would give to women now or young girls that are watching this or listening to this that they need to look out for as they get older? Because there's some girls that don't have father figures. And that's a big thing of why we all get hurt. No father figure. They might have seen how their mother may have been treated. It may be something. What is something that you want to tell young girls watching and listening to this? Or any woman that's hearing this and needs to get out?
My first empathetic response would be, it's okay to cry.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's okay to cry,
I almost cried just now.
but don't you stay there. Don't stay there. When you allow yourself to sulk deeper in depression, like just by the mere, why would you want to be hurt and you're looking to heal, but you listen to songs that put you down and hurt?
Hello. I saw Fantasia
Why would you want to keep yourself burdened down? What you listen to, what you involve in your life, what you manifest. When I'm sad and down, I want to hear fuck you and get that shit and get that money. Like, that's what I want to hear. Cause it's like, after a while, I get it together. I wipe my tears and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get my money. I'm gonna get these coins. Yeah. Let me go do this. Let me do that. And that gives me that rev. I don't want to be sad and hear, oh, you broke my heart. I don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear no
Don't
Keisha
stay
Cole.
there. And realistically, there was a point in time for me, like I went through it. So this is why I'm telling you, one, it's okay to cry. 2, do not stay there. 3, sisterhood. You need sisterhood, genuine sisterhood. Get 3 people or 2. You don't need the whole crew. 2 or 3 people that is non-bias and logic. I shout out my girls because there was times that I would call them at 3 o'clock in the morning, just going like I'm sad. I'm going through it. There was times where I remember I left work and I did not want to go home because he used to be in my house with me. And I called my friend like, hey, can I come over? And we was there and she was like, come eat some tacos. We're going to eat, drink, relax, have some girl time. You need girls like that knows when you're going through something, like, come on, sis, come over. Let's hang.
No, you're right.
And while we was there eating and chilling, and I said, I don't want to go home. She said, I figured you didn't want to. Here's a pillow, here's a blanket. Get the fuck out in the morning. Go home and do what you got to do. And I took that. The next morning, my other girl call, and she came out of the room and they sat down. I had one physically next to me and one on FaceTime. And they said, I started crying. I said, I have to go home and face the house, his presence. And they said, you, Sage, flip your mattress.
Yep.
Read a scripture. You got to fight for your sanity and your peace back. This is somebody that came and took your joy. And realistically, they're not going to put it back. Like, they're not going to do it. So if you're thinking your narcissist is going to change, they're not going to.
No.
You have to be the one to heal and move on. You have to. So sisterhood plays a big part. Embracing yourself, and it's okay. You have to accept what happened. Accept what happened, and also accept that other women have been through it too. Not just women, there are men too, because you have women
Agreed.
that are narcissists as well.
People don't talk
You
about
have
that.
family members that are narcissists. You have bosses, directors, like people you literally go to work with that are narcissists. And a lot of times it's not you. They project their inner feelings and they're in control. They don't have control in certain aspect of their life.
They're fantasies.
And they project it onto you.
I think some of them
You
are
know,
fantasies too.
and sorry, but a lot of empaths are the ones that's always getting hurt in narcissistic behaviors. There are different narcissists. You have covetic narcissists who, you know, it's just different. When you Google it and you actually see the different types.
Tamoya is Google MD. Y'all.
Because I didn't care about narcissism until I dated one. This was in December. October, November, December. Like, this was recent for me.
This was my second one. We not gonna get into the first one.
My first one, and I'll be damned to have another one.
Girl,
baby.
listen, my first one was. We not gonna go back down the line because
not I.
My baby father. But
before that, I'll swing and keep it pushing.
Listen, but I think also if you would agree, also know that don't be afraid to talk to outside people.
Yeah.
Meaning that, like I said, I just pushed for therapists. People don't understand. Take your time to heal, meaning that you talk to other people, you worry about yourself, you worry about your family, you worry about what's close to you, because when you take that hurt and you enter into something new with it, it's only hurting the next person and hurting yourself. You're getting deeper into your shit. So as women and men, men, I'm not saying men don't go through it, but men are not like us. As women, think about what you're going to do before you do it. Take your time. Because like I said, Tamoya and I, we spoke outside of, we started talking about this because she just so happened, we were talking about something on Instagram, and that's what opened up the discussion. And we had a whole conversation on Super Bowl Sunday about this. So the fact of the matter is, talk to people outside, talk to someone, a therapist, or who may be, that if you feel like you can't talk within your circle, you talk with someone else that can really help you, just to even listen, because people don't understand. Sometimes you don't want a reaction. You just want somebody to hear you.
Therapy is self-wealth.
Yeah.
Love on yourself. Love on yourself. It's okay to go to you want to get your hair washed twice, go get it.
Them Dominicans be waiting.
Go get it. If you feel that you need to sit down,
They do.
you ever just in the morning, you have some people that wake up and is able to jump out of bed immediately. You have some that can't. I need a moment
to be a mother.
But yes, of course. But then you have some moments where it's like not every morning you could just jump up. Some mornings you gotta like take a moment to like get it together, and that's what you're to rally back on what you're saying about getting therapy. Don't feel that crazy people go seek a therapist. No, they do not, because I'm not crazy and I'm still here. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of my adulting, because we're all adulting, and I don't like adulting, but we have to, unfortunately.
I don't mind adulting. I just don't want to pay the bills.
I don't want to pay bills.
Same here.
I don't want to pay bills.
That's about it.
But you have different life struggles and different, things that do weigh you down at times. And therapy comes great. Why not would you want to talk to somebody who you know? Put it this way. Your therapist ain't going to go back and tell your people your business.
No.
And sometimes
Absolutely
telling your
not.
people,
And your therapist really won't judge you like
yeah,
that
sometimes
either.
telling your people, it just gets you to a whole nother.
Judgmental
Yeah,
aspect that you
it's
don't
good to have
need.
good friends. What about you, Zana? Like, what is one piece of advice you would want?
I would also say, well, as for me, because I've been through that path, I wasn't talking. You know, I was one of those people
You
that
was just
I
keeping it in.
keep everything in,
It's
and I
not
was shut
healthy.
down.
Mm.
And thinking about therapy, I would think like, oh, only crazy people go to therapy. Like she mentioned,
Mhm.
that was my state of
I
mind when
think
I
that's
was
a
younger.
color folks
Yeah.
demeanor. West Indians,
Yes.
especially, they be the
And
ones
when
that
you
be like,
grow around our
Jesse, I
family,
shrink.
yes.
go see it, right? Go drink some bush tea. You be all right. Yeah,
my
that's
family
what you would
thinks
hear in a West
that.
Indian household
Mhm.
instead of going to a day going therapist.
Yes.
And when you mention therapists, it's like, oh, you turn crazy now? No.
Yeah. That's listen. I definitely take everything that you guys take into consideration because, like I said, I'm still healing. There's women that are still healing from their situation.
Me too,
I've
as
read
well.
and seen so many TikToks, read so many articles that women are not even dating because they're so scared to put themselves back out there. I feel like I'm going to be like one of them. My cousin keeps telling me no, and I'm like, I don't know, girl. But I definitely take everything that you guys take into consideration because, yeah.
I am back in the dating field, like scene.
Yes,
I
she
am
is.
dating someone, and I'm gonna be honest. Because of what I experience, I'm wiser.
Yes.
I am so much more wiser that
I wouldn't expect you not to be.
that
right?
now, baby.
Girl, I would have slapped you.
It's like I have a premonition before it.
All right, Erica Badu it up in here. She said, I need the incense.
No, because you
Burn
gotta
it
get
out.
in tune. Like my healing wasn't just self-love.
So you
My
feel
healing
like-
was I was praying. I was
Hold
reading
on,
God's
hold on.
words. I
And
was
I
reaching
don't-
out to my girls,
guys,
my
I don't-
spiritual sisters, and
Hold that thought real
praying.
quick. I don't really talk religion too much because a lot of people don't believe in certain things, and I don't want to
True,
bring that.
true.
But I'm gonna be very honest, and I'm going to say it in this episode because I have a lot of friends that tell me, and even though I don't want to bring this up because I had a man that lied to me. How do you sit here and go to church every Sunday, but you're doing what you're doing? Okay. I'm very like on that.
The devil
but
went to church.
hello, the devil did go to church, try to get all them damn heathens, and to bring him with him. He'd be on the shoulder talk about, hey, how you doing? My point in saying that is God is the reason why I also keep going, because I know myself. I know the heart that I have. It was pure. It was genuine. I never did nothing to that man. But try to be there, try to love, and try to be humble and understand things. But I will say that that's what's been sticking with me this whole time is God, because there's no way that I could have been as strong as I was without the patience for God to send that message to me. Because if God did not have him call my phone to be telling me what he did, because everybody's like, how did you get him to tell you what you did? I was calm. Calmness.
That's
Calm.
when you know that it's like I really experienced that. Like shit.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh, this is some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like literally, if this was in October, November, I was a hot damn mess. I remember I took a melatonin
Emotional
pill to help me
bitch.
sleep.
What you think you in one of these damn Lifetime movies? I'm melatonin.
I was devastated. I was really like,
Nah, it's
I
understandable.
really opened up to this person.
Nah, it's understandable.
Emotionally, like he was love bombing me. Remember, I've been through relationships where the men were giving me half-assed.
I would rather
stories.
half-ass than to be cheated on.
And he
Right.
can't, but that's the thing. He didn't cheat. He was fulfilling everything.
And that's the thing.
That's
Where
what,
they
that's
fulfill.
what
Was
really
it what,
got me.
Wait, hold on. Was the fulfillment with gifts? Because that is a way that
It
men
wasn't
get
just
you.
gifts. Baby, I got my massages. I had my door open. We were eating. I would never have
So
to worry about. I was good.
are you able to see the difference now from him to this new person?
When I confronted him about it, what he did, he act like he didn't know what the fuck I was talking about.
Well, they all do.
And it's like I'm on FaceTime, like, you did just this and that. And he was just like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, but do you not know you did that? And he's just like, what are you talking? Like,
To
straight,
manipulate,
bold
making you
face.
look like you crazy.
And I sat there, and my girls told me, though, he was going to do that.
Yeah, but that's what they always
So
do.
when he did it, it was just like in my head, like, you motherfucker. Like, you really, this nigga, this shit is fucking real. So after that, it was just like, all right, I'm going to ease off. I'm just going to kill that feeling. Sometimes you got to tell yourself, I don't love him. I'm not feeling, I'm a Gemini. I will sit there and tell myself, I'm not fucking with you. And trust me, I'm not fucking with you.
Well, honey, most people think because I'm a Cancer,
I will sit there and
I'm
literally
too sensitive, and I'm not that much.
predominate myself to cut off that emotion, disconnect. And it took me 3 weeks.
But you see, that's the thing.
But I went through it.
Hold
those
on.
3 weeks.
Do you feel like you went through the 3 weeks because you got what you needed out of it, meaning like your answers, or do you feel like you were better? You went through your 3 weeks fine because you were like, no, I really did tell myself that's it, or
Because
both?
of the village that I had, my sisterhood in my ears, me praying, and my personality naturally is bubbly. I am vibrant.
Yes, the hell she is.
So when,
yes, the hell she is.
So when he drained my energy, I knew something was just, I was crying all the time. I was so, and I felt weighted.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I was good, I slept well, I felt weighted. So I knew, and my girls would always say to me when I would call them at night and they will answer their phone, do not stay there. Meaning, do not allow yourself to sink deeper in your depression. You're there, you're on the surface, it's okay. Baby, we here. Oh, you crying? Wipe your tears. All right, we here. All right, girl, you ready for the truth now? Yeah, fuck him. You can do it. That's what men, like, they was just stinging me.
The
all
pep
right.
talks.
Yeah, the pep talks. You got this. All right, now go back to sleep because I need to sleep. Like, I would call them 3
It be like that.
And then, but they were there. So this is why I say it's good when you have sisterhood and the prayer warriors, and it got me through.
Makes sense. Well, guys, I'm going to say this much. Like, Donnell, do you feel like you had that as well? Do you feel like you had sisterhood? Even though I know you kept it to yourself. Donnell is so reserved, y'all. It's like I'm the crazy one because Tamoya keeps saying she normal. I'm not. And I'm going to keep it a buck. Then you got Tamoya. Then you got Donnell. Yeah. Do you feel like for you it's because you had, after a while, what made you just, that's it? What is it? What made you? I need to know your feeling. What made you say, nah, I'm good? It ain't me.
When I seen that last red flag, that was it.
So it took the last red flag.
Yes. So just walk out.
Sometimes it takes just one little thing to see. Because it's, I swear sometimes people don't realize it's like, how much can you take? How much can you take? It's like, it feels like,
keep going.
agree. Do you feel like you a little, what's some things, the little pets, the little kids be wanting that be on a wheel?
Hamster?
That. Yes.
Did you feel like a hamster on a wheel that just kept going and going till you couldn't, and the hamster's
take it
like,
no more.
Mm-hmm.
Going and going until you can't take it no more. Yeah.
Listen, I think it is hard, but I also think that as women, we are going to be fine. We're going to continue to be fine. Do you think that your Prince Charming is out there for you right now? Do you feel like you found him?
Okay, I know you can't ask her because she wiped up.
Right.
Oh, so that's it? That's it? We get, am I coming to the wedding? Am I to the wedding?
I am dating someone.
But this is new, so you don't know
It's
yet.
new, so I don't know yet.
I told her to take her time.
Because honestly, right now I am focused on, I'm on a different journey in my life at the moment. I owe myself a lot. I was my own enemy for a lot of years. When it came
You know how
to
hard that is to
certain-
admit?
Oh yeah. It took me a while. It took me a while to acknowledge that and accept it and cry over it. And every now and then a tear might slip out here and there, but I was my own enemy. And I'm just at a point in my life right now where I have my small business going. I'm trying to get my other thing. I don't want to put it out there too much, but I have other things that I'm trying to accomplish. And at this point in moment, if the relationship is not given what it's supposed to give, meaning I'm independent, but I don't need a codependency. I don't want someone that's gonna
say it again. They didn't hear you in the back. I don't need.
A lot of relationships is built
Right.
off of codependency, and I don't want that. I've learned that based off of dealing with my narcissist. I don't want to be manipulated. I don't want to manipulate my significant other either. And I don't want to take away my person's identity. And you have people that comes into your life and they feel that being in a relationship means I'm supposed to be up under your skin or always under you. No, it's not. Still build your life while I build mine. But guess what? We're a team and we're going to be together. But I got stuff that I'm focused on. And right now, if my relationships or whoever I encounter doesn't understand that, then
There's the door.
like I'm no longer pleasing anyone. Like I'm not.
Hold on, you see what you just said?
Anyone.
It's pleasing.
It's about me. It's about my
It's the
journey.
pleasing.
I need more money. Yes, I'm making money. I work. Yes, but I need more money because New York is not giving what it's supposed to.
It's not even just New York. It's this world.
This world. It's not.
Doesn't
So
matter.
therefore, if you are going to come around and think that love alone is just it, it's not, because I can love you, but who's going to pay these bills?
Listen, at least you're being honest, because some
I
women
can love you, but I
can't.
want to know that when I reach to retirement age, we have land or we have a business or something invested, something. I want my partner to feed me where I can grow to be on another level as a woman.
So I have a question for the both of you. Being that you both you've been in your relationship. So when do you think it's the time to say, you know what, this is the person? I'm ready to be in that. How long did that take you to do in this relationship?
It didn't take me long because I knew him in my past too.
So you feel like because you
So
were
I
friends?
felt because we built our friendship first, and then
Which is the biggest, strongest
right.
thing.
And then that's when we got into our relationship
Foundation.
right now. So maybe the next step,
How long have you guys been together?
it's gonna be 8
years?
Yes. 8
Hallelujah.
years.
Jesus.
8 years.
Now let me stop.
I pray I get there with you.
Me too. You're like, so, Prasharby, you watching this, listening to this, you got 2 women.
Lord.
Like,
Lord, I've been asking for
hello.
a long
What prayer did Donnell? Freak the Sierra player. I need the Donnell prayer.
Lord.
The Donnell. The respect my child, respect me, respect everything around me. Dollar bill show. Sorry, I had to make a little joke. All right. Well, I do want to thank the both of you for coming on and being a part of this episode, being a part of the Undeniable Truth, family for the day. I usually do like to leave off with a quote, but you know what? We're just going to say this, guys. Live, love yourself. Remember the self, okay? And keep pushing, because your life is way too short to be with fuck people. That's going to mess up your lives. Your life will be taken tomorrow, and everybody's going to remember you as being in a toxic relationship and nothing else going on. So live. And thank you. And tune in for the next episode. These ladies will be on again. Believe me. You ain't gonna miss them. And thank you for tuning in to Undeniable Truth Podcast. Have a good one. Thank you guys for being on.
Thank you.
Bye.
Peace and love.